Honey, I need to get your daddy on the phone.
Uncle Tommy, what time is it?
I need to talk to your dad now. There's something...
Uncle Tommy? Hello? What was that all about?
This game seriously has one of the best intros or prologues ever. But, I mean, I just love this game. This is obviously The Last of Us, game developed by Naughty Dog. Came out in 2013 on the PS3. And a year later, an upscaled version on the PS4. I like this game so much, I originally played it and beat it on the PS3. And later I ended up buying it again on the PS4. I knew that I would want to play through this game again, and I figured if I'm going to play through it a second time eventually, I might as well do it in the higher resolution version. I don't think they really changed much else. I think it's just running at 1080p instead of 720p. Doesn't really look like they upgraded much else. But again, the game came out a year later. You know, this game was a late release on the PS3 and an early release on the PS4. So it kind of came out... well, again, it came out really late on the PS3, so kind of one of those games that almost overlapped. Almost felt like it came out for both at the same time, but there was just a year gap in there.
It's the Coopers. Something ain't right with them. I think they're sick.
What kind of sick?
Jesus. Jimmy!
Dad?
Honey, come here. Come here. Jimmy! Jimmy, stay back! Jimmy, I am warning you! Don't!
You shot him.
Sarah.
I saw him this morning.
Listen to me. There is something bad going on. And we have got to get out of here. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Tell me, come on.
To me, this game has really the perfect mix of like story-driven adventure, puzzles, action, shooting, third-person shooter, obviously. And it's one of my kind of games. I mean, I generally like games that have just a good single-player storyline. You know, if you like games like Tomb Raider, another third-person shooter, you'll like this game. Obviously, if you like the other Naughty Dog games, if you like Uncharted, you're going to like this. And I'm a big fan of the Uncharted games. I've beaten all three of them on the PS3 and Uncharted 4 on the PS4. I mean, practically the reason I bought a PS4 was because it came with Uncharted 4. So...
He's over here! Go, come on. All right, come on, Ellie. Here we go. Yeah, it'll be faster to go through here.
Man,
What?
nothing. It's just... I've never seen anything like this, that's all.
You mean the woods?
Yeah. Never walked through the woods. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Naughty Dog games. I think they're really good at level design. They make these really interesting worlds that you just want to explore through, and good storyline, and just to me again the right amount of action and the right amount of puzzles. There's not a lot of puzzles in this game, but I mean, right here is an example of one of the puzzles. You know, just gotta move the plank to the right spot. No big deal. There's a few other puzzles a little more intricate, but not much. The puzzles in this, it's not like a Tomb Raider or Resident Evil level of puzzles, but there are some puzzles in this game.
There we go.
Similar to the Tomb Raider reboots, this game has like a small amount of weapon upgrades that realistically you have to do, but as you collect like experience and little scrap parts, there's hidden scrap parts all around, and you collect these scrap parts, and then you can use those scrap parts to upgrade your weapons. This game also has a crafting system, again similar to Tomb Raider. They keep it the bare bones. It doesn't get too convoluted or complicated. There's just some reusable items like health, Molotov cocktails, shivs that you need to use as defensive weapons, and these things you create by the scraps that you find lying around. So it's a really basic crafting system, but I'm fine with that. I mean, I like it nice and simple, to be honest. And the thing with the weapons in this game, initially when I played this game on PS3, I didn't like it. I got maybe 2 hours into it, and I wasn't really liking it. And one thing about this game is the first few weapons that you get, like the revolver and the semi-auto pistol, they really suck at first. You really have to upgrade them before they even become useful. The shotgun's like the first really useful weapon that you get. The shotgun is pretty devastating as soon as you get it. But the revolver and the semi-auto pistol, they're hilariously slow and clunky. And I mean, they just purposely made them really slow and clunky so that you had to modify them, you had to upgrade them. But once you get a few upgrades on them, they become usable. So this is one of my favorite areas in the game, and areas like this, where, again, talking about Naughty Design's level Naughty Design, talking about Naughty Dog's level design, this area is so cool. You're trying to get to this school, the main road's blocked off, so you're sneaking through people's backyards, and as you're sneaking through people's backyards, it's kind of like a little back road, where all the garages are, behind the houses. Like they park the cars in garages behind the house, I guess. And it's just got really cool design to it. It looks amazing. Some of the houses you can go into, not all of them, but a fair amount of the houses in this game you can go into. And of course, you want to go into to scrounge. Spare parts and items for the crafting system. So you want to explore. You're obviously meant to explore as much as you can, and going inside these houses, it's fun. It's fun to go inside all the houses and find as much loot as you can find. Again, I just love this game. This is one of my favorite games on the PS3. Like I said, I beat it on the PS3, and I liked it so much I bought it again on the PS4. I got it used. It wasn't that expensive. I think I got it used for both. I bought it used off someone for the PS3, and it was already like 6 months old by the time I bought the game. There was a lot of people selling used copies. I guess it sold a lot. It was near the end of the PS3, and now people are trying to save up to buy a PS4, so there was a lot of used copies of this game. So yeah, I picked up a used copy of this game for PS3, just like off of a random person on like Craigslist or Kijiji or something. And then like, I don't even remember how much longer after that, I bought it on PS4 used, but in a game shop that sells used games. And so I didn't pay very much. I maybe paid $20 for it originally on PS3. And I think I paid, well, probably about the same. Maybe even less when I bought it on PS4 used. Again, by that time, it was a game that a lot of people played and a lot of people were selling used. But either way, it's an awesome game. If you have a PS3 or a PS4, I highly recommend you pick up either version.